Hi everyone, my name's Tasha, and welcome back to my channel. I first wanted to thank everyone for all the love on my last video. It kind of blew me away. It's the most amount of views that I've had on one of my videos in a long time. So thank you, and thank you for all the new subscribers. It really does mean a whole lot to me. So thank you, welcome all to the new people, and hello again to all the people who've been here for a little bit. So today we have a bit of a longer video. Coming to full transparency, I've had a full day of classes. My dog's still attacking me. I've had a full day of classes. I'm a little tired. It's late in the day, but I wanted to get this done and at least filmed, and then I can edit it tomorrow. So in today's video, the title of the video is Girlfriend Moving In, Health Update, Past Relationship Regret, and Mukbangs. I think we all know who the fuck she's talking about with past relationship regret. Sorry, my dog is now upset because I clapped, and now he wants a hug. I guess I'll have Teddy here for a minute. This is Ned. He's a good boy, and he's sad because I clapped. He's a rescue, so I'm gonna give him a little bit of leniency on that. It's okay, I'm just getting my fan. Good lord. Without further ado, let's jump into this video. It is 19 minutes and 45 seconds long. Teddy! Alright, let's just jump into it.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So today we're gonna do a Q&A.
Sorry, I'm a lot like Zachary Michaels right now. I'm gonna try not to be.
Went onto Instagram, which is where I always have you guys ask me questions, because I noticed that people are more willing to ask a variety of questions when it's like private versus like if I go on YouTube on my community post and say ask questions.
Okay, that makes
people
sense.
Purposely ask like the harshest questions they could think of, and it's just all about who can come up with the meanest thing. And I'm just not really about that competition, so I always go to Instagram. So if you guys do not follow me on Instagram, well,
you go to Instagram now. I in my short amount of time of reacting, I remember her doing it on YouTube, but okay, now you always do it on Instagram. Oh my god, am I ever gonna be able to finish this video? Dude! I love you. Close the door, please. You bitch.
For future reference, when time like this does happen, all of my social media is down in the description below. So I gathered
mine too. My social media is down below as well. I don't think anyone's really clicked on it, but I always link my Instagram and my TikTok down below. I don't have a Twitter. I think I do. I might get one just for fun. I mean, I never use Twitter anyway, so.
33 questions. Yes, I did. I'm 33 years old, so I figured why not? Let's do it. Are you
Amber and her numbers? I swear to God, she just loves numbers. Like certain numbers, or like having things be in a weird way. I'm not diagnosing, but girl.
Are you still doing cameos? Yes, I am. That's also something else you can find down in the description box. I will do a cameo for literally anything besides roasting people. I can only roast people that I know and where we have that level of like roasting friendship or relationship. Okay. I can't roast people I don't know. So that's like the only one I can't do. But besides that, I will do any cameo request. How are your kidney stone symptoms going? So I know not everyone watches every single one of my videos. So just a little backstory. I had a little bit of blood in my urine. I was tested for a UTI 3 times and it would come back negative each time. I also started to have a little bit of pelvis pain, a little bit of flank pain, and I ended up getting a CT scan, and it turns out I have a 6-millimeter kidney stone that is not obstructing, so it's not moving. It's literally just chilling inside of my kidney.
But it could probably move, right? Like, wouldn't they want to do surgery to get rid of that?
I actually have not had blood in my urine in a while, so that is a good thing. But when I do a lot of like moving and stuff, I do still have a little bit of pain, and that's normal. When you have a kidney stone, if you're doing a lot of moving, you're gonna move it around a little bit and you're gonna feel uncomfortable. So that is currently what I'm dealing with. I do still have my urologist appointment scheduled and ready to go. If you guys remember, that was scheduled for November and I'm not able to get anything sooner. I've tried. Who is someone you miss and wish was still in your life? Honestly, I miss my friend Alexis. I miss the friendship we used to have.
You said it. You said the thing. The friendship you used to have. Alexis has fallen off the map, by the way. I haven't heard from her in a while. I did see on her TikTok that she met someone. And so that might be what's taken up most of her time. But again, I do remember shortly before she vanished that her channel got monetized. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous at all. Does this look like someone who's jealous? Yeah. I was pretty fucking jealous, honestly. Because it's like I've been making videos on and off for like 6 months, which I know isn't long, but whatever. I don't have a Amber as a bestie, so. By the way, it's still kind of hot in here. It's stuffy in here.
And I miss the person that I thought she was, but I miss the Alexis before the betrayal. Why do you keep calling your girlfriend Tommy? So I'm calling my girlfriend Tommy because that is what she prefers to be called. So it's
bullshit. Oh, that's such bullshit. That's what you prefer to call her.
It's out of respect. Who are you voting for? So this is actually going to be the first year that I vote, and I'm voting for Kamala Harris, and I am...
Should we be talking about this? I don't think we should be talking about this. Okay, I mean, your platform, whatever, but like, I was taught not to tell anyone who I voted for. I live in Canada, so it's a little different over here, but still kind of similar. I mean, we've had Justin Trudeau for over 10 years now. That wouldn't happen in the States, but I wouldn't tell anyone who I'm voting for. I don't know. Maybe that's just a me thing.
I'm literally so ecstatic. If she becomes our president, I will be bawling my eyes out. Like
I don't know. Talking about politics, that's one thing I kind of don't want to talk about in this channel, but at the same time, I don't know if Kamala Harris is gonna win or not. I'm getting a little nervous over here. I mean, I'm in Canada again. When Trump was president, things still got a little hooey and weird. But I don't know.
I genuinely love like what she stands for. Obviously, no president will ever be perfect. And I know politics, look at that cutie. I know politics is thoroughly something that I really want to talk about on my channel, but I genuinely love her and I support her and I would love for her to be my president. And you don't have to agree with me. It's totally fine. Everyone can have different opinions on politics without like fighting in the comments. Please, let's just calm down.
She have a pen. She has a pen. Did she write all these down? Oh, wow. Showing up to her job. Gotta commend her.
You considered having a third in your relationship? No. She's too jealous. I'm too jealous. We're definitely monogamous people. Neither of us want to share each other at all. People say they don't like you because you're a bad person, but they make fun of your weight and body. Why do you think that is?
She chose that. She chose that comment on purpose. People don't like you because you're a horrible person. I mean, okay, I'm gonna be completely transparent with you guys. When I first started this channel, I still had a little bit of hope for Amber. I hadn't been I checked in like watching reaction videos like Zachary Michael or Mr. Snowflake here and there. But after watching all of Shaped by the Algorithm, which amazing watch by the way, I highly recommend it. Shaped by the Algorithm by Mr. Snowflake. I'm sure all you guys know. And then reacting to Amberlynn on and off for about 6 months. I despise this woman. I'm super, okay, I know this sounds really weird. And again, victims of an empath, weird, but I really genuinely am a huge empath. Like I'm a very empathetic person. I don't want to call myself an empath because I feel like that's so, I mean, Amber kind of ruined it for me too. And same with Shane Dawson, but I'm a very empathetic person. And I was very empathetic towards Amber for a long time. I still wanted to see some good in her. And now, especially after this summer, I don't see any good in her. I really don't. I see a very damaged individual who has a lot of issues and refuses to do anything about it. Maybe she learned to gaslight and be a narcissist, but that goes into the nature versus nurture thing. But I don't know, man. I tried really hard to at least see some good in Miss Albert, but I don't. I just don't. And that takes a lot for me to not give someone the benefit of the doubt and to vehemently dislike them. So, no, it's not because you're overweight. I'm overweight. It's not because she's overweight. I'm overweight. I dislike her because she's a terrible person.
Those people, they don't dislike me because I'm a bad person. They dislike me because I'm a big person. And I'm
Did she just hear me? Wait, Amber, can you hear me?
Because I'm a bad person. They dislike me because I'm a big person and I'm an easy target. When are you going to...
No. I'm a big person, okay? And granted, yeah, I don't like being a big person, but I'm not going to dislike someone because they're a big person. Delusional. Delusional.
Publish a book. So if you guys don't know, I've been wanting to publish a guided journal and a poetry book because I used to love writing poetry, but I'm telling you guys, I haven't really been writing poetry. It's kind of like left my body. I used to be super passionate about it, but I'm still journaling every single day. I love journaling. I love guided journals, so I still would love to be able to create a guided journal for you guys. I think that would be so freaking fun.
That would actually be dope. I would love to see that. I would love to see Amber get off her fat ass. Maybe writing a book doesn't mean you get off your fat ass. It means you sit in your fat ass and write a book. Anyway, I would love to see Amber try to do that. I don't hold out hope for it, but I think it'd be fucking cool. And I would love to purchase it, support her writing endeavors in a way, and roast it with you guys. That'd be fun. But again, I'm not holding out hope for any of that to happen anytime.
It's just like the steps to doing so. I am a little confused by it. I'm not gonna lie.
Then you're not gonna do it. Then she's not gonna do it. Then she's not gonna do it. She's not, just because she's confused, she's not gonna do it. She's not gonna ask for for clarification. She's not gonna work towards it. It's done. That it ends there. Her self-help book, her guided journal book, it's done. Dead in the water. There you go.
But I really do want to make it happen because I know how many of you would love a guided journal by Amberlynn Reed because I am journalin over here. When you go back to
yeah, no.
Therapy, will you share that journey with us? I think a lot of us would love that. I am sure that when I start therapy, I will definitely tell you guys about it. I remember last time I did like intensive therapy. I came on here and I would share that with you guys and I got really open.
She still hasn't gotten a therapist. Surprised? No.
And a lot of people hated that, which I thought was weird because it was also very highly requested. It's just a really good example that like...
Wait, why would have people hated that? I mean, I wasn't, when she was in therapy, I was not really in tune with the Amberverse because it was really annoying. It was really boring. It was the wipey era. We all know the wipey era was boring as hell. So I don't know. Y'all want to tell me why people hated that? I mean, I can imagine maybe she came up here and started preaching about what she learned in therapy. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe she was just being really snarky about it. I have no idea.
No matter what I do, it's always like the wrong thing and the wrong option. So
But that's being a YouTuber. In a nutshell, is it not? I mean, I'm lucky enough to have some really good followers. Like, I have some really legit followers, and thank you all so much. But every once in a while, I'll have a mean comment. Like on my last video, someone said that I look... Like, if I dyed my hair dark, I could be cosplaying as Amberlynn Reed. I could look just like her. Which, let me just... Does it? Do I look like her? I don't think I do. Because I'm not big here. It's just because we're both big. I have a bigger nose. I have my Swiss German nose. I have eyebrows. It's just because we're both big, honestly. And that's why people compare us. I don't think I look like her at all. But you are entitled to your opinion, even though you're wrong.
I'm just gonna do me, and however I feel in the moment is probably what I will do. And a lot of people think that I'm super indecisive, which I definitely am a very indecisive person.
Wait, what was the question?
It's always like the wrong thing and the wrong option. So I'm just gonna do me, and however I feel in the moment is probably what I will do. And a lot of people think that I'm super indecisive, which I definitely am a very indecisive person. I change my mind a lot. And I think a really big reason for that as well is because I get so many different like conflicting opinions. So then I try to take those into consideration, and then it makes me more indecisive. So it's like, what the heck? So that's why a lot of the time I'm gonna just like go with the flow. Because however I'm feeling at the moment is what I will do.
What are we talking about right now? Honestly, what are we talking about? What?
Tommy, I know that you have trust issues with people. I never fully trust anybody. That is just how it's always been for me. I fully believe that you earn someone's trust. You don't just trust someone right off the bat and hope they don't break that. I have been through a lot in my life and in my childhood. I learned very early that you cannot trust people. And I learned that...
Okay, yeah, I can understand that. Definitely. I heard one story about her childhood, which kind of it shaped things. It made me think about things a bit with her. It doesn't excuse any of the shit she's done, okay? It doesn't. But it made me kind of think. When she was littler, her brother, he ended up, so her little brother, he was a baby brother, and Amber's mom and dad were on drugs and, stoned and out of it. And they weren't really paying attention to Amber's little baby brother. And what ended up happening was the baby brother ended up wrapping like some part of the curtain around his neck, and he was choking. This is really traumatic. I'm laughing because I'm uncomfortable. And Amber as a child, had to step in and save her little brother. Now that doesn't exclude anything, right? That doesn't exclude. No, that doesn't excuse anything that she's done at all. But from my learning, and for those of you who don't know, I'm in university, and I'm studying to be a social worker. So I've actually, this semester, I have psychology. I'm taking a psychology course and also a course about trauma. So, hey, wow, I feel like I'm fresh on my knowledge of trauma and how it reshapes the brain. But yeah, just that. At a young age, Amber was introduced to trauma, and that changes the neural pathways of your brain. And your brain's really elastic, and you can change. You absolutely can, even though you've had a bad childhood. And by all means, Amberlynn had a bad childhood, but that still doesn't excuse her behavior, but it kind of reframes things a bit, at least for me. From a young age, she experienced trauma after trauma after trauma. And that's made her into the person she is today. But the problem is she doesn't do anything with that trauma. She understands she has trauma. She's just talking about it right now, but she doesn't do anything with it. It's like, oh, I got trauma. I'm going to treat people like shit, and it's totally okay. No.
That at a very young age, that most people shouldn't have to experience that. But I do feel like everything I've been through has made me stronger, and it has made me realize that you can't fully trust people. But I trust Tommy more than I have trusted anybody probably my whole life.
Yeah, that's bullshit. She probably said she has said that probably about every single partner she's been in a relationship with.
And that feeling has come natural. It hasn't even been something that I've had to work on fully. Mm-hmm. Of course, I've had to work on my trust with literally everyone, including Tommy. But the level of where I do trust her, that has come natural for me, and it has actually shocked me.
Okay, well, she just contradicted herself. Okay.
Are you doing Vlogmas this year? Honestly, I have no earthly idea. I go back and forth. It was a strong no. And then I was like, you know what, let's do it. And now I'm currently at I don't know, where'd the nickname Ambi come from? So
okay. Vlogmas I feel like would be crazy. As a reaction channel, that would be pretty insane. I'm telling you right now, I'm not doing Vlogmas. Not that anyone was expecting it, but no, absolutely not.
It originated when I was just a little girl. I'm talking like a baby. Both my parents would call me Ambies. And my mom would call me Ambi here and there. And then I've had two people in my life call me Ambi just naturally by themselves. My ex Feline and then my ex-best friend Alexis. Oh. And I've realized
Okay, your ex Feline and your ex-best friend. Are we seeing a pattern here, Amber? All these exes? Just sometimes you gotta realize the problem might be you. You might be the problem, Amber.
I actually low-key love that. I love the nickname so much that I made it my Instagram, and I'm kind of feeling it. Amberlynn who? So I've also noticed that a lot of people are calling me Ambi now, and I love it, low-key. I think it's super.
No, I'm not calling you Ambi. I'm not. I think we'll just call her Amber. Hamber. I think Hamber's fun.
Super adorable. It comes from literally just when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. What was that? What is your... Comes from literally just when I was knee-high to a grasshopper. What was that?
Come again? What the fuck? Huh? I agree. What the fuck was that? I literally just lost like 3 brain cells. I literally just heard them go. Jesus. What the fuck, Amber?
What is your current obsession? Well, besides my girlfriend, the song Good Luck Babe by Chappell Roan, I cannot stop. I literally cannot stop listening to it. It's kind of sick.
I kind of got into Chappell Roan lately. Not my favorite.
Kind of gross. It's kind of disgusting. Like, I'm obsessed. Like, I love the meaning behind it, and like, I love how she sounds. I just love everything. Like, it is the most perfect song. I'm obsessed. Have you fully forgave your mother for her
It's not my favorite. Not my favorite. Ooh, hold on.
actions while she was deep in her addiction? Yes, I have. Do those things still hurt me sometimes? Yes. But you can forgive, and you can heal, and you can still be a human with feelings and emotions. That's completely normal. I'm not a robot. But it's like, I think it's time to move on. Like, I'm 33 years old. My mom and I still have those deep discussions sometimes about the past, but I've always loved my mom unconditionally, and sometimes to a fault. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. So now that she's almost 9 years sober and she's completely transformed her life, and we have a relationship together, like, if I didn't fully forgive her, it would only be hurting the both of us. Is Tommy moving to
That's actually quite wise from her. I do agree with that. I totally agree with that. Like, she can forgive her mom and still be hurt by, the story I told with her brother. Of course, you're still gonna be hurt by that. That was absolutely traumatic and unfair to both of your children. But I think it is better to try and let go of that, not for her mom's sake, but for her sake. That's one thing I've learned about forgiveness, is you forgive someone not for their sake, but for your sake.
To Oklahoma. No, she isn't. I know a lot of people are assuming that, but nope, she's not. Do you think the sun is real? Oh, she are assuming that, but nope, she's not.
Ooh, so that's why some people are saying that Amber's gonna move in with Tommy. I don't know how I feel about that. Not a fan of that. Personally, I think that's pretty... You're gonna leave your mom? Like, I don't know. It's up to her. It's her life, obviously. But,
Do you think the sun is real? Because it is so bright, it doesn't even make sense. I'm sorry, but this question genuinely made me LOL when I first read it.
Oh my god, do y'all remember when she said the moon isn't fucking real? Oh my god. I literally said in the chat, you were so fucking dumb. She is so fucking dumb. The moon isn't real. And this person's definitely egging her on. Like, the sun isn't real because it's just so bright. Bitch, it's a star. It's a burning star. No shit. It's so bright. It's perpetually on fire. It is bigger than the earth, and it is on fire. Oh my god.
Because you guys, like, hate conspiracy Lynn. Which I understand. I just like to think outside of the box sometimes, you know?
No, you're not thinking outside of the box. You're thinking in the dumb box. You were stuck in the dumb box. How about we get out of the dumb box and we start thinking outside of the box? Would be like, where did the sun come from? When will the sun disappear? When will it explode? We don't know. Thinking out of the box, I guess. No, you're not thinking out of the box. You're thinking in the dumb box.
No? And I'm a firm believer that, like, just because you're taught something in school and you're told something doesn't mean it's real. And I know that's hectic to a lot of people. Okay. That's fine. But, like, the moon landing did not happen. Like, I firmly feel that. Like,
I'm done with this. I'm done with this conversation. Sure, Amber, you are free to believe in whatever fantasy you want to believe in. But I'm going to believe in science, because it's not just... School didn't just teach me about the planets and the universe. Scientists did. People dedicate their entire lives to studying this. People literally go out into space and study the planets and the universe and the world around us and space, and you're calling them all of them, every single person who has dedicated their life to learning about the universe and planets, liars? Okay. That is your prerogative, honey bun. But I'm gonna stick with facts and logic. Thank you very much.
Inside of my soul. So it's fun to also be like, what else isn't true? Do I think the sun is real? Yes, because we see it, we feel it. But do I think that every single thing that they have told us about it is 100% accurate? No.
Well,
no, I don't.
Oh my God, stop talking like that. Well, okay. Science can be wrong, right? There are times where science is wrong, or it did something wrong. And we got the wrong result because we didn't carry the one or some shit. But I can agree on that, but at the same time, maybe not talk about this. Maybe this is akin to politics and we don't talk about it. How about that?
Your go-to cocktail when you're with Tommy, and is that the reason why you're drinking again? So first of all, no, Tommy isn't a drinker. I think we just drink socially. We just have a couple drinks together because it's fun. We like to go to the bar.
She isn't a drinker, but we drink socially. Okay, I'm not a drinker, and I don't drink at all. But okay, our definitions of being a non-drinker are different, apparently.
Bar, listen to music, hang out. But my go-to for some reason is Sex on the Beach, and I'm drawing a blank of what she always orders.
Sex on the Beach is, to my understanding, is peach schnapps and orange juice, and I think a bit of cranberry juice as well, or cranberry something. Gross. I've had Sex on the Beach. The drink. Not my favorite. I think my favorite is like a Long Island iced tea, if I were to ever drink. Or a White Russian. Honestly, I'm fucking weird like that. I really like the Big Lebowski. I actually genuinely really like a White Russian. Or just, back when I was drinking, just Baileys and milk and a bit of Kahlua. Tastes like chocolate milk. It was great. But no, I really don't drink, ever. I smoke, but I don't drink.
Oh my gosh. Is it a Long Island? Oh no.
Hey.
I literally do not remember, but I do know that I've also ordered it and it tastes really good. I'm not remembering what it's called. When did you and Tommy make it official? So this is gonna be off the chain to some of y'all.
Okay.
But she first messaged me on June 18th and we became official on June 26th. Literally like 8 days later, we became official. When you know, you know. What can I say? Have you been reading lately?
Reading or reading?
Literally like 8 days later, we became official. When you know, you know. What can I say? Have you been reading lately? No, I haven't. I'm still in such a reading slump.
She literally said breeding. Okay. Whatever. You know, I'm not one to talk about this whole when you know, stuff because I met Moose. Like, I knew of Moose. Like, we were kind of knew of each other. We both worked at Walmart. I know, it's fucking cringy, right? But we both worked at Walmart, and we both kind of knew of each other. We were in different departments, but eventually one day, a former coworker was like, "Oh, you two should hang out. I think you two would be really good friends." And we went out on a coffee date, like just as friends, as a coffee date. And then, literally a week later, yeah, he essentially moved in. Not officially, but essentially. So I'm not one to talk about this moving quick thing and when you know, because I literally did that, and we've been together for 5 years. Has it been perfect? No relationship is, but that's how we met and moved in basically right away. And I guess, yeah, sometimes as cheesy as it does sound, like when you know, but like I don't see it like that. I see it as like it was as easy as breathing. That's how I saw it. Like, being together is as easy as breathing. That sounds really cheesy, but it genuinely is how it was. The more you know.
But I really, really want to choose a book off of my bookshelf and just like open it up. Just read the freaking first page, Amberlynn. What's your ideal engagement ring look like? So if I can find any photos just like online or whatever, I'll plop them up right here.
A black one? I mean, okay, cute, but that's not what you had with Beck, but you know, I guess we're all entitled to changing our minds.
But I really want like something that isn't the norm. I really like the color black. So I think like a black diamond or a black stone of some sort would be
She has these picked out. Wow.
for me. Genuinely, like at my core, I feel like that's so me. Would you get a tattoo with Tommy?
Okay.
Yeah, I would. It would be my first tattue, but yeah, I would totally do that. How are you doing?
I would love to see her get a tattoo. I don't know how she is with pain. I'd be very interested to see if she actually got a tattoo. And I'm sure she would say she would go into graphic detail of how all of it went. And like, okay, sure, fair enough. I can go into graphic detail about how all my tattoos went. But it doesn't matter.
Doing with regulating your emotions, because I know that's something you were working on. I'm not perfect. I'm definitely getting better. I'm learning more like what my triggers are, and I have created like journaling prompts specifically for moments where I need to regulate myself or become.
Oh my god, so you're gonna journal to regulate? Okay, sure. Whatever works for you.
More rational. Like I said before, like I know a lot of you don't watch every single one of my videos, but if you don't know, I do have BPD. So that
Did this get faster? No, it didn't.
makes it really hard sometimes for me to regulate my emotions. And something else that like I have come to terms with is like
And that is why you go to therapy, honey bun. You can't just, dude, this fucking everything I learned in class right now is coming back. I heard today in class that it's not so much about BPD, but this was more about trauma. But I guess we can use it in this sense too. The more you push it down. So imagine, okay, so yeah, she has all these emotional dysregulation. She's not really doing much about it. She's trying to push it down. So you think of it like a beach ball and you push it down into the water, right? It stays down for a bit, but then it pops back up. So then you push it back down, but it'll pop back up and it'll keep popping back up until you address it. I think I've used that analogy before, but that's what that is. And journaling, sure, you're doing a little bit, but you need to go into full-blown DBT, dialectical behavioral therapy, because you're a mess. You're a mess, Amber. You really are.
like I have zero emotional permanence, which honestly makes things even harder. And
What the fuck is emotional permanence? Emotional permanence is when you can maintain certainty that your partner or other loved ones care about you even when you are not in their presence or when they are not actively telling you that they care about you. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that's really hard on your partner. Constantly asking, like, you know, when people constantly ask, like, are you mad at me? Are you mad at me? Did I do something wrong? Are you mad at me? Or like, do you love me? Do you still love me? That is exhausting for a partner or for a loved one. That's to constantly be addressing that. That's really tiring for a person, and that kind of sheds some light on her past relationships and why they failed.
that's probably like one of my biggest triggers I've realized recently. So I noticed by like creating these journal prompts, whenever I feel like triggered or like, I like to call it like BPD moments or BPD freakouts.
BPD moments. God damn, that is so cringe. It's so cringe.
For the lack of a better term, whenever I'm about to have that, I go straight to those journal prompts. And this is something new that I've recently started, because it's like being with Tommy, it's like I've never wanted to improve so much.
She said that with Wipey too. Again, I'm fucking tired of hearing about her talking about Tommy. I don't want to hear it.
My BPD, like until now, like she genuinely makes me want to be a better person. And I
Save
have felt
it.
that in our relationships. I feel like that's important to feel when you're in a relationship. And I have felt that in our relationships. I feel like that's like
Okay.
that's important to feel when you're in a relationship. Like I hope the person that you're with makes you want to become a better person. But it's like the fact that I am like actually actively not only just like wanting to become a better person, but I'm like taking the steps to do so.
Okay.
Like, that just like, I don't know, it makes my heart feel nice and warm and fuzzy. So anyways,
Okay, good for you. Whatever works for you. Sure.
these journal prompts have actually helped me. I have stepped away from journaling after doing these prompts, and I'm like, wow, I feel lighter. I feel better. I'm no longer freaking out, and I am now.
What are these prompts? Can you give us an example of what a prompt is? What's a prompt? A journal prompt for you that helps with your BPD. I'd like to know. I'm very interested. Like seriously, from a mental health worker point of view, I'm very interested to know what prompts she uses that help her.
Able to be rational and aware. I know there's actually a lot of people who also suffer with BPD who is watching me, or people who probably just have issues regulating themselves, etc., etc. So if you guys are interested in seeing the prompts and like kind of the process that I go through,
I want to see the prompts.
during a moment like that, I would honestly love nothing more than to share that with you guys, because I really do think that it could be helpful. And before anyone says anything, yes, I need to go to therapy. I understand I'm not a therapist. I'm not giving advice. I'm strictly just like showing.
Maybe that's why everyone hated it when she went to therapy, because she was probably giving advice and shit. Little fact about me, my mom is a therapist. She actually has her master's in clinical psychology. But one of the biggest things she's taught me or told me about counseling is you don't give advice. You never give advice in counseling. That's one of the biggest no-nos in counseling that she's told me. And she has her master's. So, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I do know, but you know, whatever.
Something that helps me that I feel like could help you. Will you ever do mukbangs again? I have flirted with the idea, I'm not gonna lie. There are times where I don't want to vlog. There are times where I don't want to show what is going on in my personal life. I do have a job I have to do, and that's creating content.
Where have you been? Where were you for like 10 days and didn't tell anyone where you were? You just were gone. Like, even before Tommy came over, you were just gone. Like, you didn't even say anything on Instagram or anything. Amber, you're not treating this like a job. You're treating this like a hobby, or like something fun you do on the weekends. You don't treat this like a job. This is like a fun little thing you do at best. You don't put any effort into your videos. You really don't.
So my brain does go to, maybe I should just throw up a mukbang. So I'm not gonna lie, that is thoughts that I've had for a while now, maybe since like February or March.
Okay, February. I've honestly thought about doing a mukbang because they look kind of fun. And I don't really like eating, and I don't really like, I know that sounds weird, but I don't. It's weird. There's some things I love eating, but some things I hate anyway. But and then having people watch what I eat, I don't know. Let me know if you guys want a mukbang. I mean, I'm not going to go out and eat like a bunch of bad food and gain a bunch of weight, because I'm actually quite serious about losing weight, but like a fun little pasta night mukbang, like every once in a while I'll go for some Indian food. I'd go for butter chicken and veggie pakora. Oh, what are they called that I get? Anyway, whatever, doesn't matter. So let me know if you guys would like a mukbang. I mean, I don't know, we could try it. It could be fun.
So the fact that I have not done one, I'm very proud of that, because mukbangs are easy. They're easy to do. They're easy to film. You're gonna eat anyways. Throw it up and call it a day, make some money. Are you interested in
throw it up? Okay. I don't know, because I like to watch things when I eat. Like, I like to watch a show, so I don't know how that would go.
Buying property? I would love to buy a house one day, but that's such like a big commitment, and it's like,
well, not a commitment. So I mean, yeah, it's a big commitment, but also it's a huge financial thing. It's, whew.
You guys have seen, I have not like stayed in one state. I have moved around so much. I have lived in so many different states, and it's like, where would I buy the house? Am I going to be in that state forever? Like, it's just like such a huge commitment. Plus, I'm like super picky. The house would have to be like my idea of perfect, because it's like, it's mine. I own it. But the thought of like owning my own house, it'd be like my little baby, and I could do whatever I want to it. Like, that's pretty exciting. So it's up in the air. I don't really know at this moment. What is your biggest regret from each of your relationships? Definitely having undiagnosed BPD, and definitely not understanding the reason why I was the way I was. Not getting help sooner. It takes two to tango in most.
When did you get help? When have you ever gotten help, except for that one time that you went to therapy because you wanted to go, you wanted to have weight loss surgery and they required that you have therapy for it. When else have you ever gone to therapy?
Understanding the reason why I was the way I was, not getting help sooner. It takes two to tango in most relationships, but like, I am fully aware and taking accountability of like, it was probably hard being in a relationship with me in the past. Because
especially if you have that, what the fuck did she call it? Emotional permanence? Yeah, especially if she has that. Yeah, you bet. Imagine your partner being like, do you love me? Do you still love me? Or like, you know, like little triggers. Like, I'd imagine Amber would be like, you don't text back for like a couple minutes. Oh my God, you don't love me? Like, yeah, I could see that for sure. That probably put a strain on all of her relationships.
I had a lot of baggage, a lot of heaviness, and undiagnosed BPD. It's scary. It's overwhelming. It's consuming. And it's not just for the person experiencing it, but it's also for the people around them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I have a lot of regret towards that, like 100,000%.
I hope so. I hope so.
And I would do anything to like be able to go back in time, because I genuinely think it would have prevented 99% of my problems that were caused by me. How do you cope with a long distance relationship? It's hard, but we do make a lot of time for each other, and I'm very grateful for that. Like,
you make a lot of time for each other, like AKA what I just said. Like, you're constantly talking, and if she doesn't respond to you in like 5 minutes, you freak out. It's happening. It's already happening.
Tommy puts as much energy in me as I put in her, and I feel like that's super freaking important, because I know how it feels to be, you know, in a relationship with someone, or like in a situationship with someone where it's like you're putting all this energy and all this time and this attention into them. It's like they're not giving it back. It's awkward. It's painful. It's like, do they even like me? Like, what?
There's your emotional permanence. This is the first time I've ever heard that. It's very interesting.
Two energies are just like so similar, just like what you want in a relationship and like what you give in a relationship, and like the give and take is like very balanced. I think it makes any relationship just a lot easier, whether it's long distance or not. How many pets have you had as an adult so far? I've had 4: Wasabi, Twinkie, Rarity, and Jax. And unfortunately,
where's Monkey? What about Monkey?
Jax passed away. If you guys remember Jax,
Who's
then
Jax?
you have definitely been around for a long time. I think about him all the time, and I miss him dearly. If you could only
Who's Jax? What about Monkey? She had Monkey. Like when she lived with Crystal, she had a dog named Monkey. Who the hell is Jax?
Listen to one artist for the rest of your life, who would it be? So I know a lot of people are gonna think I'm either gonna say Billie Eilish or Miley Cyrus.
It's gonna be Chappell Roan.
But no, Billie Eilish is my second choice, but honestly, my first choice is Banks. If you guys know me through and through, Banks is just like everything. Her music is just like magic to me. And she has been flirting on social media with a new song, and I'm just like, hurry it up. Let's like get a new album out, because I'm ready to have that on repeat, like on the constant. If you guys have not listened to Banks before, do it.
Yeah, I think I might. Might as well.
Do it now, please. Like, you can pause this video. It's fine.
I literally just did that. You don't need to tell me what I can and can't do, Amber. I already did it. I'm tired, y'all. I'm fucking tired. We're almost done. Or actually, finish the video first and then go do that.
What's something you really want to do with Tommy? I would love to like go on a vacation with her.
Maybe you said that with Wifey too.
Cabin, like a cabin in the mountains or something. That sounds like cute, but
imagine Miss Amberlynn in a cabin in the woods. There's no ramps there. Uneven footing. You're gonna have a dangling ankle again.
Fresh. It low-key just sounds so cozy. Like, I could do anything with her and have the time of my life. That is something me and her like agree on. Like, we could literally just be sitting next to each other, and it's the best time we've ever had, like ever in our life. Will you be visiting Tommy, or is that off the table? I don't really know.
What? She's probably gonna go visit her. That's probably on the list of things to do.
Oh, the last question. You get dinner with 5 people, dead or alive. Who are you inviting? So I'm inviting
an
Tommy,
actual
obviously.
Interesting question. I don't care to hear about her relationship with Tommy. I don't.
I'm inviting my grandma Judy. She passed away when I was 12, but she was my heart, my soul, my everything. She was my mom when my mom couldn't be my mom. I miss her so much, and there's so much I want to tell her and ask her, and just I'd give anything to do that. Billie Eilish, Brittany Murphy, last but not least, Drew Barrymore. Anyways, so those are the 33 questions, and now that I have sat here and answered them all, I didn't realize how many of you asked questions about Tommy and how many of them I actually jotted down. Wow, this is almost 40 minutes. That's hectic. So I'm gonna need to edit this down a lot so you guys aren't sitting there listening to me ramble. Like,
so I wonder if this was actually 33 questions or not. It's edited down to 19 minutes. So, I mean, that's good. Thank you.
Nonsense. But I hope that you guys did enjoy this, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.
Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you learned something. All this psychology stuff is really fresh in my mind, so that's why I'm bringing it up. Yeah, wow, okay. So what have we learned from this video? Miss Amberlynn is going to go visit Tommy, probably. Either visit or move in. People are thinking that she's going to move in. I don't know. I hope not. She introduced me to this new term called emotional permanence, which is interesting. And I knew what it was. I just didn't know there was a name for it. Still hasn't found a therapist. Dadoy. Even though she says that she wanted to get help sooner, but she still hasn't gotten help. Okay. She doesn't believe the sun is real. She believes the sun is real, but she doesn't believe. We're gonna leave that there. That's basically what we learned today. Well, I hope you enjoyed my video. Again, thank you so much for all the love in my last video. It really, really means a lot to me. I got a few more subs. I mean, more than I thought I would. And, you know, maybe to some people it's not a lot, but to me it is. And so thank you all very much for subscribing. Thank you all for watching my video, liking it, commenting it, because it really does. It really, honestly, it helps me out so much. Like, as I asked that in my last video, I try not to, but honestly, I asked it in my last video and I ended up getting a lot of love. So please like and subscribe. Comment if you feel like it. It does help me out a lot. It really does. Well, that's it for me today. So thank you all for watching. Make sure to practice some self-care today. Do something you love. Take care of yourself. And I will see you in my next one. Bye.